Hey there guys, Aldershot here, and today we're going to take a look at Towerfall Ascension, released on Steam for $15. This game was recommended to me by my very good friend JermEx Machina, and he has a couple of Towerfall gameplay videos on his own YouTube channel as well, so do check that out as he's way better at this game than I am. I'll have the appropriate links in the description and probably some annotations on the screen as well. So what is Towerfall? Well, it's an arena platform shooter. And it has kind of an interesting little backstory to it, as it was originally an Ouya exclusive. Now, as we all know, the Ouya is not doing all that well, so it's been released on Steam as well. And it's actually quite a good game. So let's take a look at what this game has to offer. So there's no online multiplayer, which is a little bit unfortunate because apparently the strength of this game is the multiplayer aspect, which I haven't been able to experience because I'm on my lonesome right now. It does have versus, and unfortunately we can't really do anything here because it's just me right now. You can play up to 4 people, which is kind of nice. And then we have the quest mode, which we'll explore. You can actually have 1 to 2 players playing this as well, but again, it's just going to be me. Now, you do have a array of characters to choose from, but from what I've gathered, they're all exactly the same. They just look different, maybe for the sake of multiplayer, so you can tell who's who. And they're probably kept the same for the sake of balance, I'm assuming. I'm not really sure, but either way, it is what it is. So we're going to just choose this blue lady here, and why not? We're going to skip the first level and go right into the second level. And I should mention, this is the world map in which you choose your quest from. And as you progress, you'll unlock more areas, of course. We're going to go into the second level, and hopefully we don't suck too much, as this game is rather difficult, alright? So, Towerfall Ascension. On first impression, the mechanics are quite simple. You have your jump, you have your shoots. Something interesting about the shoot is you actually have to retrieve the arrows. You don't just get free arrows or unlimited arrows or anything like that. You can jump on the enemy's head a la Mario to kill them as well. And as you notice, if you go from the bottom, you'll teleport from the top. Alright, so pretty usual platform tropes, which is pretty interesting. And again, it seems pretty basic on first impression, and I should also mention there's a dash button and you can kind of wall jump as well. But it seems simple when you first take a look at it, but when you actually play it, you'll start to see that the meta of this game is actually incredibly complex. You really have to utilize all your movements most efficiently as possible. You really have to learn how your enemies are going to react to your attack, as they do dodge your attacks to their best abilities, and it's just an incredibly difficult game to master, but quite accessible and easy to pick up, which is actually a sign of really good design in a game. Alright, so the game looks quite good as well. It definitely features extremely detailed and well-designed pixel art. Looks like something from the 16-bit generation. Alright, and if this game was made during that era of gaming, I have no doubt that Towerfall would be remembered as a timeless classic. Now, just because it was made past that era of gaming doesn't mean it's any less of a timeless classic. It's just, you know, it needs a little bit more attention drawn to these kind of games these days. That's about it, really. So as we can see, we are actually doing okay so far. We're just kind of jumping on the enemy's heads. These ghosts are kind of annoying because they dodge your attacks. I like to just jump on their heads and stuff like that. So this game actually has, I see a lot of potential for, you know, tournament play, as it is actually inspired from the likes of Super Smash Bros. As described by the developer, but done in his own likeness, I guess you can say. Oh my, I'm getting owned here. Because the thing is, this game has a lot of depth to it. Alright, utilizing your movements and trying to be efficient with your arrows and your attacks and stuff like that. It takes a lot of practice. This game will definitely test your reflex abilities. Alright, it's definitely more of a twitch-based kind of game for sure. And if you have slow reactionary time, then you might have a little bit of an issue with this game, as it requires a lot of timing and a lot of player interaction for sure. It's something that you have to get used to. And I just died, oh my god. Let's see if we can do a little bit better this try. So yeah, the game I think has a lot of potential for tournament play. And I've heard that the multiplayer in this game is quite fantastic. Unfortunately, because I'm on my lonesome right now, I haven't experienced the multiplayer firsthand, as it doesn't have online, which is kind of a downer, alright? I don't fully understand why. According to the developer, he's trying to emulate the old school feel of couch play multiplayer games, like Super Smash Bros. For example. Where am I? I kind of lost myself. There I am. But that's honestly not that great of an excuse to not include online multiplayer. Maybe he felt that he couldn't get a netcode up to snuff to, keep up with lag and stuff like that, as this game is extremely precision oriented, alright? You do require a certain degree of precision in your attacks and movements in order to do well. But if you look at games like Skullgirls, which is a fighting game, an extremely fast-paced fighting game, and how well they've handled their netcode and lag and that sort of stuff, again, I don't see it as a legitimate excuse to why this game doesn't have multiplayer online. As I've heard and from what I've seen, the strength of this game is definitely playing against other people, like live people, alright? And, not having online multiplayer really limits a large portion of the population from experiencing that aspect of the game, which is extremely unfortunate. It's just a little bit disappointing when I found out that there was no online multiplayer. I was really hoping to jump into a game. Like when I played Needhog, that game was really fun online as well, and that obviously has online, as mentioned before. So I don't see why this game doesn't have it. It's definitely its biggest downfall. I really think it would benefit greatly if it did have online multiplayer. It's just a huge shame that it doesn't. But nonetheless, it's still a very enjoyable game. I still think it's worth the price that it's asking, considering the quality of the gameplay design, as well as the quality of the aesthetic design. This is gorgeous pixel art, as you can see. The animation quality is absolutely top-notch and fantastic. Everything about this game I love, except for the fact that it doesn't have online multiplayer. That is a huge issue in my opinion. I don't know why. I really don't understand why. Again, like the developer said, they want to emulate the couch online multiplayer aspect, but that's just, I don't know, it doesn't seem like a legitimate reason to exclude it altogether. Because, it was touted as a multiplayer game, and without it, it certainly feels like it's missing something, right? But at least the quest mode is still enjoyable, and the multiple difficulty definitely helps the replay of the game as well. And basically, the depth of the meta of this game will definitely keep you coming back. I think anyone who plays it will agree that this game certainly offers a lot of depth, a lot of things to learn in this game, and it's not, just a simple platformer. It really does have a lot of potential for tournament play and competitive play and that sort of stuff. Alright, so there you go, guys. Towerfall Ascension, we finished the level. We didn't die, so hooray! Alright, so we're going to just kind of play through one more level. We're going to go into one of the harder levels. I'm definitely going to die here, but just for the sake of giving you an example of more hectic play, I'll show that off. And we're going to do it in hardcore. We're going to die really fast, and just so you know. Now, you haven't noticed already, the music is actually quite good as well. So, besides the visual aesthetic of this game being top-notch, the audio is quite nice as well. Great sound effects, amazing soundtrack. So, this game really has this game really has it all in a nutshell as far as quality is concerned. Again, it's just a little bit unfortunate about the lack of online multiplayer. Oh my god, I am getting owned so hard. Alright, so again, if you want to see higher tier play, and there certainly is a lot of tiers in play for this game. Again, probably because of the amount of depth that this game has to offer. But anyways, if you want to see higher tier play, definitely check out my friend Jerm's channel. His gameplay videos of this game is actually quite impressive, considering that I'm quite terrible at it, at least currently. I've only really played it for about a couple hours, and I'm starting to get the grasp of what I need to do better in this game. But just because I'm getting the grasp of it doesn't mean I have it yet, so I feel like I still need a lot of practice in order to do well in this game, as this is definitely not really a game that you're going to be good at right off the bat. Alright, you're going to understand it pretty easily. Again, the mechanics are simple enough that anybody can pick up and play this game instantly, but to be good at it will take a lot of play, will take a lot of practicing and studying and all that stuff. Well, there you go, guys. That's Towerfall Ascension. Definitely a quality game. Very enjoyable. A little bit unfortunate about the lack of online multiplayer. That really does kind of suck. But I've heard local multiplayer is really fun, so if you guys got a brother or a sister or a girlfriend or boyfriend or something like that to play with, or just some regular friends, your mom or your grandma, definitely try it out. But the solo player gameplay is actually quite enjoyable as well, so if you're just on your lonesome, it still might be worth your time. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoy this. Hope you guys found this informative. If you did, please show me some love, like, share, fave, and comment. But most importantly, please subscribe, help me grow, and feed me my vegetables. Thanks for watching, guys. Aldershot out.